Hopefully, these guys and gals won't create any time paradoxes.
Wait, a paradox? You mean one of those things that can destroy the universe?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie time travelers. For this list, we're looking at the most memorable time travelers on the big screen.
Good day, gentlemen. Great day for America, isn't it? My name is Agent J, this is Agent K, that's Griff.
We must warn you that in some of these films, the fact that the characters are time travelers is questioned throughout. So this list will surely contain spoilers. So, spoiler alert.
I was more focused on her hands on mine.
Number 10, Max Walker, Timecop.
Listen.
Who are you?
It's me. Look. It's Max.
The invention of the process that makes time travel possible would certainly further human understanding. But let's be honest, most of us would see it first and foremost as a money-making venture.
Captain Lyle Atwood, you are charged with violations of TEC Code 40.8 subsection 9, time travel with intent to alter the future.
In this sci-fi action flick, Max, a Time Enforcement Commission agent, who's charged with ensuring the past remains safe from the greedy criminals who seek to muddy the waters of history, just so happens to be an awesome ass-kicker too.
Who are you?
It may be his incredible splits, or the fact that he takes down a corrupt would-be president. But whatever it is about him, we love watching him in action, whether it's in 1994, 2004, or 1929. Number 9. Aaron and Abe, Primer.
Who knows what would have happened if he hadn't been there.
As two engineers serving as the core of a time travel film that is certain to leave casual observers scratching their heads, Aaron and Abe need to be interesting enough to bring people back for more.
Hey, whoa, come here for a second, man. What's on your hand? You bleeding? Oh, it is blood. Turn it around. You see it? Where's it coming from?
Whether some of them are attempting to cash in on the stock market, attempting to outmaneuver one another, or stopping attempted shootings, these two men confuse and intrigue us in every frame of this sci-fi drama that they appear in.
It's traveling an odd number of forward and backward trips.
Since Primer's full of technical jargon and philosophy, we will not try to explain it all here. But it's Abe and Aaron's relationship and the effects of their discovery of time travel that really helped this film earn its cult status.
All right, we start the machine with the Weeble at the AM. It travels forward north.
You gotta write this down.
Hey, Aaron, there's nothing to write down.
Well, then I'm writing it. Okay, fine.
Number 8. Henry de Tamble, the time traveler's wife.
I come from the future. And when I do, I don't get to bring my clothes.
He is blessed with the innate gift of time travel at birth, but cursed in that he can't control when it'll happen or where he'll go when it does. That means that Henry's perspective on life is unlike anyone else's.
I've come back to this night from the future. I'm a time traveler.
Oh my God, you're out of your mind.
Focused first and foremost on his beloved, he gets to re-experience many eras of their relationship throughout his life. But that means he also misses out on other seminal moments.
You're back.
Did I miss Christmas?
And New Year's.
A bittersweet character, Henry's story will take you on an emotional roller coaster ride.
I love you.
I can't stay.
I know.
Number 7. Randall, Fidget, Strutter, Og, Wally, and Vermin, Time Bandits.
According to this map, there's a time hole outside. See if you can find it.
This group of dwarves was at one time tasked with protecting the fabric of space-time. However, they soon saw that their possession of a very valuable map would give them a real lucrative possibility, as it would allow them to make their way through time to steal treasure.
What's so special about that map? Well, this map, Kevin, used to belong to the Supreme Being.
Accompanied by an 11-year-old named Kevin, the 6 dwarves meet Napoleon and Robin Hood on their journey, and even end up sinking on the Titanic.
We're on the right course. As long as this wind keeps up, nothing can go wrong.
Backbiting but lovable, these men are loyal to one another and entertaining. While they might be horrendous song and dance men, they still found their way into our hearts and onto our list. Number 6. H. George Wells' The Time Machine.
Into the past or into the future? This is a time machine.
He may not be the first film character to travel through time, but to us, George was the first one to make a significant impact on the genre.
But the time machine occupies the same space that it did a moment before it went off on its journey.
Finding himself more than 800,000 years in the future, in a world where humanity has evolved into two distinct peoples called Morlocks and Eloi, Wells finds a heroic nature in himself that he never knew existed. Leading the Eloi away from certain death, and aiding them in exterminating many of the Morlocks who see them as mere meat, Wells becomes a man of action as well as science in this classic sci-fi flick based on the H.G. Wells novel of the same name.
So I push the lever on toward even greater speed.
Number 5. James Cole, 12 Monkeys.
May I call you James?
James. Nobody ever calls me that.
After a virus kills the majority of the human race and forces the remaining few to make their homes underground, a prisoner named James is sent back in time to discover the origin of the disease.
Look, have any of you heard of the army of the 12 monkeys?
Believed to be a maniac by the doctors of the time, James' memories of the differing time periods he's traveled to threaten to drive him mad. That is, if he isn't mad already.
This is 1990. I'm supposed to be leaving messages in 1996. It's not the right number yet. That's the problem.
James is as unsure of what is going on as the audience is. So, our hearts can't help but go out to the disoriented hero. But that's precisely what captivates us about this time traveler.
I'm looking for the army of the 12 monkeys.
Number 4. Joe Looper.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
When an organized crime syndicate sends their would-be victim back in time to be dispatched and disposed of, they turn to professional killers to do the deed. Once one of these men has outlived his usefulness, he is sent back to his younger self to be lethally retired.
Son, it's down into your eyes. It's too strange. Your face looks backwards.
One of these men prevails over his would-be killer, however, and then targets a boy who is supposed to grow up to craft this future world of death. This results in moviegoers constantly having our morals and loyalties tested. But that is the strength of Looper, and its main character, Joe.
You go kill the boy? That how you fix it? You're goddamn right I'm gonna kill that boy!
Number 3. Ted Theodore Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I'm Bill. This is Ted. We're from the future.
In this buddy comedy, two high school students and aspiring rock stars are at risk of failing history and being ripped asunder.
Bill, Ted, this is really quite simple. You have flunked every section of this class.
They are soon aided by a man from the future who knows the peaceful world he comes from is dependent on the vision that Bill and Ted create together.
So now I have to travel back in time to help them out. If I should fail to keep these two on the correct path, the basis of our society will be in danger.
Which means they are sent through the annals of history to visit and retrieve famous figures like Abraham Lincoln and Genghis Khan in a hilarious adventure through time and secondary school using, what else, a phone booth. We'd sure love to visit the world these two helped to craft, in which the Earth is at peace and George Carlin is alive and well.
Oh, you beautiful babes from England, for whom we have traveled through time. Will you go to the prom with us in San Dimas? We will have a most triumphant time.
Number 2. The T-800, the Terminator franchise.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
When filmgoers were greeted with the image of a massively muscled Arnold as the intimidating T-800 in the first film of this sci-fi franchise, a vision of a seemingly unstoppable killing machine was burned into our shared consciousness forever.
I'll be back.
That's what makes it all the more amazing that in the figure's next film appearance, the same visage is now the ultimate protector.
Come with me if you want to live.
Not only that, but his demise could and would bring a tear to your eye.
I know now why you cry, but it's something I can never do.
Though Kyle Reese had been sent back in time along with the T-800, it's the cybernetic organism capable of eliciting a variety of emotions depending on the programmer and the beholder that we most love seeing on the big screen, whether he's playing the hero or the villain.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Before we reveal our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Gentlemen, I am talking about traveling through time in a machine constructed for that very purpose.
What can I do for you?
I have a question for you, sir.
Shoot.
Is time travel possible?
That is a question.
It must be some kind of hot tub time machine.
Malfoy, you okay?
But in my own way, I am king.
Hail to the king, baby.
Number 1. Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Doc Brown, the Back to the Future franchise.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
An older madcap inventor and his high school-aged associate, along with their DeLorean that just so happens to contain a flux capacitor that makes time travel possible, seemed like an unlikely pair to take the film world by storm.
You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future.
But these are not just typical fellas, though, as they are brought to life by the beloved duo of Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
The fact that time travel was used as a backdrop for a universal story about love, friendship, and family, with a ton of laughs packed in, is what really set this pair apart and made Back to the Future such an unforgettable franchise.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Do you agree with our list?
This song is from the future, but since you've been good, you get it early.
Who's your favorite movie time traveler?
Hey, come on, smile!
For more timely top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
No, never.